Donald Trump's plan is to do what he did last time, which was give another massive tax cut to billionaires and big corporations. And the reason some people think, well, I don't know, I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal.
All right, folks, gather around because this grudge match is straight out of a reality show. Trumpo just can't quit Obama, obsessing like a jealous ex. From unhinged rants to all-caps meltdowns, he's desperate to erase Obama's legacy. Meanwhile, Obama, effortlessly cool, unbothered, and living rent-free in Trump's head. Stay tuned because this ride is going to be wild. Like the video if you love seeing Trumpy Grumpy get humiliated, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest content. See, there's an unspoken rule in American politics. Once you leave the White House, you step back and let the new guy do his thing. But of course, Trumpy just had to be the exception. And Barack Obama, oh, he was not about to sit back and let this mess slide.
The short form that Barack Obama has is called a certification of live birth. The original vault birth certificate is the certificate of live birth. The one that's given out today, the one that you saw we gave out to that guy who was born 13 hours after Obama, is the shorter version. And according to the state of Hawaii, the shorter version is the only certified version today.
I don't know about you guys, but I am so relieved that the whole birther thing is over.
From the very beginning, Trump was obsessed with Obama. Remember the whole birther conspiracy? Yep, that was Trump's way of trying to discredit the first black president by pushing a ridiculous lie that Obama wasn't born in the US. He built his entire political career on trying to tear Obama down, and when he finally stumbled into the White House, the obsession only got worse. The roast that started it all.
The state of Hawaii released my official long-form birth certificate. Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald.
Now, let's rewind to 2011. Trump was just another reality TV guy who liked to pretend he was important. Then came that moment, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Obama, cool as ever, roasted Trump in front of the entire country. With that effortless smile, he ripped into Trumpy's ego, mocking his obsession with the birther nonsense and his reality show antics. The best part, Trump had to sit there and take it, stone-faced and steaming.
It was clear that Donald Trump was not happy. He bolted for the exits before the other people could leave the Washington Hilton.
Music mogul Russell Simmons, founder of Rush Card, was sitting at a table near Trump.
So I'm sure he was hurt by it. I'm sure he kept a good face on. He didn't, act like a child. He's capable of acting like a child. He didn't act like a child.
People who were in the room that night say you could see the anger in Trump's eyes. And what do you know? Just a few years later, he ran for president. Coincidence? I don't think so. Trump couldn't handle the humiliation, so he made it his life's mission to undo everything Obama achieved. If you love this Trump takedown, hit that like button. And if you want more unfiltered truth served with a side of sarcasm, subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Obama's don't boo moment.
Do not boo. Vote.
Fast forward to 2016, when Trump actually won with a little help from Russian interference and some questionable Facebook ads. Obama, being the classy guy he is, wasn't about to let the country fall into total despair. At a rally for Hillary Clinton, when the crowd started booing at the mention of Trump's name, Obama hit them with one of his most iconic lines, "Don't boo, vote." Because that's how you deal with guys like Trump, not with anger, not with shouting, but by showing up and shutting them down at the ballot box. Of course, America didn't listen in 2016, and we all saw what happened next. Trump's never-ending obsession.
Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago.
That healthcare bombshell, President Trump taking steps on his own to dismantle Obamacare after Republicans in Congress could not get a repeal. First signing an executive order yesterday, then the president making a midnight move overnight, cutting off billions in insurance subsidies that help many working-class Americans who make too much to be covered by Medicaid, but too little to cover their own health care.
Here's the thing about Trump, he can't stand being compared to Obama. He spent 4 years in office trying and failing to erase Obama's legacy. From ripping apart Obamacare to pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, everything Trump did felt like it came from some deep-rooted jealousy. And let's not forget his weird insistence that he was responsible for fixing the economy, even though, let's be real, he inherited a booming economy from Obama. When Trump bragged about how his economy was the best in history, Obama had to step in and remind everyone of the actual facts. He straight up said, "Let's just remember when this recovery started."
Pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy.
Yep, Obama had to come out and remind the world that Trump was just riding the wave of his economic success. And you know that made Trump furious. Obama shreds Trump in 2020.
He was the last one in the room whenever I faced a big decision. He made me a better president, and he's got the character and the experience to make us a better country. And he and Kamala are going to be in the fight, not for themselves, but for every single one of us. But if they are going to deliver the change we need, getting this pandemic under control, restarting our economy, protecting our health care, protecting our planet, reforming our criminal justice system, giving every young person an equal chance, then they're also going to need a Senate that actually cares about those things.
Then came 2020. If Trumpsy thought Obama was going to stay quiet while he wrecked the country, he had another thing coming. In the final stretch of the 2020 election, Obama hit the campaign trail hard for Joe Biden, and he did not hold back. At one rally, he absolutely shredded Trump, saying, "This is not a reality show, this is reality." And he wasn't wrong. While Trump was busy rage tweeting and golfing, the country was going through a pandemic, an economic collapse, and civil unrest. Obama came in like the responsible adult, reminding everyone that, hey, maybe we shouldn't have a guy who treats the presidency like a bad season of The Apprentice. Don't let Trump's fragile ego be the loudest voice on the internet. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's keep the truth trending. The ultimate snub, no portrait for Trump.
It has been a White House tradition for decades, a president hosting his immediate predecessor in the East Room to unveil the portrait of the former president that will hang in the hall.
Yes, and let's not forget this petty little detail, yet a jealousy act. Trump refused to host the traditional White House portrait ceremony for Obama. Usually presidents put politics aside and honor their predecessors, but Trump couldn't even do that. He was so bitter, he straight up broke decades of tradition just to avoid standing in the same room as Obama. And yet, despite all of Trump's tantrums, Obama stayed cool. He didn't need to fire off angry tweets or whine about ratings. He let the truth speak for itself. And in the end, that's what brought Trump down. Obama calls out Trump's hurricane lies. Remember when Hurricane Milton wreaked havoc in Florida, causing an estimated $50 billion in damage? Well, while folks were struggling to rebuild their lives, Trump was busy spreading misinformation about the disaster response. Seriously, Trumpo? Even in a crisis, you can't resist twisting the truth. Obama didn't let this slide. At a rally in Pennsylvania, he slammed Trump for his blatant lies about the hurricane. When did that become okay? Obama asked, highlighting how dangerous and irresponsible it is to spread false information during such critical times. Trump threatens personal attacks on Obama.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people.
And just when you think Trumpo couldn't get any pettier, he goes ahead and threatens to launch personal attacks on Obama after feeling the heat from Obama's speeches at the Democratic National Convention. Instead of addressing the real issues, Trump resorts to schoolyard tactics, proving once again that he's more interested in settling personal scores than leading the nation. Inauguration snubs and awkward guests. Fast forward to Trump's inauguration, it was a who's who of awkwardness. Sure, former Presidents Biden, Bush, and Clinton showed up, along with their spouses, but Michelle Obama, she decided to sit this one out. Can you blame her? Well, Obama had to attend the inauguration ceremony alone. What a pathetic act by clumsy Trumpy. Adding to the odd mix, tech moguls Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos were given prime seats at the ceremony because nothing says for the people like cozying up to billionaires, right? The ongoing tension. The drama between Obama and Trump didn't end there. Throughout and after the 2024 elections, their rivalry only intensified. Obama continued to call out Trump's antics, while Trump, ever the jealous type, couldn't handle sharing the spotlight. It's like watching a reality TV show, but with way higher stakes. In the end, while Trump huffed and puffed, Obama remained the epitome of grace under pressure. And that, dear Trump worshippers, is the difference between real leadership and whatever it is that Trumpo thinks he's doing. Even after Trump's shocking and, let's be honest, terrifying triumph in the 2024 election, Obama reacted with nothing but grace, just like he did in 2016. While millions of Americans were in disbelief, Obama didn't throw a fit, didn't call for chaos, and certainly didn't rant about stolen votes on social media. Instead, he urged people to stay engaged, keep fighting for democracy, and never lose hope.
Winning is easy. Losing is never easy. Not for me, it's not.
And there it is. The first polls have closed. Counting is now well underway.
The Fox News Decision Desk is calling Arizona for Joe Biden. That is a big get.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
Contrast that with Trump's behavior in 2020, when he lost fair and square and still refused to accept reality. He spread lies, incited an attack on the Capitol, and threw history's longest tantrum. Meanwhile, Obama, he accepted the results, even if they weren't what he wanted, because that's what actual leaders do. So while Trumpo struts around pretending his victory means he's unstoppable, Obama has once again proven that true strength isn't about clinging to power. It's about knowing when to rise above the nonsense and keep moving forward. And that, my friends, is why history will remember Obama as one of the greats and Trump as the sorest loser and winner America has ever seen. And trust me, diva worshippers, this drama is far from over. If you thought Trump's meltdowns were bad now, just wait till you see what happens next time, because the plot twists keep coming. So hit that like, smash that subscribe, and don't miss out on the next video.